Okay, I've drilled the first side up to 43mm I went to in the end, and I've made a mandrel, 43mm mandrel that goes right down to the bottom of there, and it hits it exactly right, so spot on for that. I damp that a little bit to make sure it's swole up, and tap the piece on with a copper mallet to make sure it was right. It's centered, and I've got to turn that little tenon off that end and drill the other end before I can even think about hollowing, because even when that's hollowed it won't hold on part of that mandrel, but it'll hold on the end of the mandrel. So yeah, and I've got to think about the order that I do this so that I don't end up not being able to hold the work, but it is possible. Now, something to point out is I had a catch because I tried to start the biggest forcing a bit straight away, and it had a catch and it nearly took the ends off. So the best way to do this, and I should have done it on the other end, is start the hole with your skew, a point of a skew, because it allows you to get that cut back angle set as well. And you know, I think that's the way to go. So I've gone down only ½ an inch so that the Forstner bits are away from the points, and it's a way of preserving your points. So I'll carry on drilling. Well, I got that tight, so tight on there, it was never coming off. So what I've had to do, I've drilled a 20mm hole through the base of the box, because I was planning on putting this on some kind of stand anyway, because you don't want it resting on those tips, although it would. I'm going to make a little stand for it so that it's raised up, so that I can plug into there as a little, and it's exactly right, 5mm thick, which is what I planned. Now I need another mandrel now for the other side, but it's only going down 35mm, and then this side I've only got to turn down as far as the top of the box, which is just below this, 5mm below that line there. I put a mark so I don't forget. So I've still got top mark now, top. So the top of the box will only go down, well, the bottom of the box is down there somewhere. The top of the box I've got to not go, when I'm hollowing I've got to not go below that. That's where the lid's going to sit. It's going to be a very shallow box, this, obviously, but that's not the point. It's not really a functional thing, is it? It's a bit of, it's maybe artistic. So the skew works better, and I should have started, yeah, you can get that angle, and I'm not even steep enough. Pick that angle out with the point of the skew. I'm going to sharpen my skew on some advice, and find a bit of wood, and then I can carry on. But that's going to wait till maybe after tomorrow, because I've got 60 of these things half painted. I've got to paint the backs now to 3 coats of black, matte, well, it's satin black, 2 coats of the colour change stuff, and then 2 coats of lacquer. So that's going to take me probably all day tomorrow. I'm working first thing, so the rest of the day will be spent. I've got to go and pick up another can of that colour shift paint on the way home from working. So I've got to get all those ready for the solar flare tomorrow. I don't know if you can see the colour change. I'll wave it about a bit and maybe you'll see it changes from blue to purple. It looks a bit dark sometimes, but in the right light it looks great. So that's tomorrow, and this might wait till after that, I don't know, you know. So it depends on if I can easily find a piece of wood for that mandrel or whether I have to make something. Alright, thanks.